Hi everyone, Tom Jadzio, howtobuildawebsite.com. On this page we're going to talk a little bit about the different ways you can actually build a website yourself. Now what I've done is kind of broken them down into 5 main categories. The categories are free website builders, template-based websites, Joomla, WordPress, CMS websites, blogs, do-it-yourself website design, and professional web development. Now, 90% of most companies are going to fit into one of those 5 categories, and the easiest way to figure out which one would be the best for you to use is maybe look at something like the developer's triangle, where you try to figure out what is most important to you. You've got time, cost, and quality. You can have the time and quality, but your cost is going to go out of whack. You got to pick which 2 are the most important for you, and what I try to do here is break down each of the 5 categories for building a website, different ways of building a website, by that standard, letting you know which ones are going to cost a little bit more, which ones are going to take you a little bit more time, or which ones will give you the better quality and the functionality. So let's kind of go through a little bit of the sites here, the different ways, and maybe you can see which one you fit into. The first is the free website builders. The free website builders are definitely the easiest of all the builders to use, all the different ways to use. These are the ones that you see advertised on TV, and they're on all over the website banners and stuff. These are all-in-one solutions, so they include the domain and the hosting and everything you need with that. They are definitely the cheapest, most cost-effective solution out of all the different ways to use. The only issues really are that you're going to have design quality. You're stuck with what that builder can actually do in the design of your website, the layout and the look and stuff. Some of them might have some other issues involved in the actual site itself, so they'll have things like advertising, or you might not be able to get email accounts and things like that. And probably the biggest concern is the fact that you've got a non-movable website, meaning that if a little bit down the road you wanted to move to your own hosting, or maybe you even wanted to add some additional functionality that's not available through their service, you wouldn't be able to do it because it is proprietary software and you're not going to be able to hack in and modify their code. So there's some drawbacks to that, but if you're just looking for something simple to get up and get it done that's really cost effective, and you're not really that concerned about the quality of the design or functionality of the site, the free website builders are definitely a quick, easy, cost-effective way to go. The next would be the template websites. And the template websites, these are, again, they're all-in-one solutions. You go and buy a template, and then you're going to have a cost for somebody to modify this template for you. The more modifications you make to the template, the more expensive it's going to be. With these type of websites, you're actually going to have your own hosting environment, so you're going to have to get a host and a domain, and then what you'll do is you'll purchase the template, and then you'll have another company come in and they'll go ahead and do the modifications that you need on the website and set the site up onto your servers, and you're good to go. The only issue you're going to have with this is that down the road, any kind of changes and modifications you want to get done, you're going to have to either contact that company to get that stuff done. Any updates you want to do to the site within the copy of the content and stuff would have to be done by them as well. So it can start to get pretty expensive in using a template web design, but you get great quality, and the look and design of the sites most of these things are phenomenal. They're really nice looking. You get the Flash interfaces and stuff. And the cost is, the initial cost is not that much to actually get it going and get it up, but like I said, you're going to have cost over time, and eventually it'll start to get expensive. The next would be the WordPress CMS. CMS stands for Content Management System. It's basically just like the free website builders. It enables you to be able to edit your own content, but instead of being proprietary code that somebody else owns, it's open source code that sits on your servers. So that way you're going to get your own host, you get your own domain, and you'll have your WordPress CMS system sitting on your servers, which means that you'll have the ability to edit this code. There's programmers out there that will be able to touch this and will be able to add any functionality that you need. However, most of the functionality that comes within WordPress systems, they use what's called plugins. And plugins are very easy because it enables them to be able to add the functionality very quick. And you could actually do it yourself. A lot of what can be done in WordPress can be done by you. These are systems usually available free, and it's available within the hosting environment itself. So you can install it from the host, and then you go ahead and just plug in a look. They call them themes. You just plug a theme onto your WordPress blog, and then you put a couple of your plugins for functionality, and you're good to go. These sites are very quick and easy to develop. They're kind of like the baseline. They're definitely the middle between the free website builders and templates, and they're a little bit below the do-it-yourself and the professional web design stuff. I'd probably say 80%, 90% of you are actually going to fit into this category, and you should probably pursue this category. The next would be DIY or do-it-yourself web design. And in do-it-yourself web design, obviously the other topics we're talking about is obviously doing it yourself. But what I'm referring to specifically is getting a copy of Adobe Photoshop and a copy of Adobe Dreamweaver and actually doing the work yourself. So say you went with the template websites, and I was mentioning before, you would use a separate company to do the modifications to this template. What I'm talking about here in do-it-yourself or DIY web design is you would be actually doing the modifications to the template and doing the updates. This is going to save you a lot of money down the road. You're going to have a little bit more of an upfront cost because you're going to have to purchase the software to get these things done, but you're also learning a skill that's going to be very valuable for you and your company down the road to be able to get this stuff done. It is a little bit more time consuming because there is a steep learning curve to these applications and getting up. But on the plus side, there's also a lot of YouTube videos and things like that that are out there and online tutorials that really help guide you through the process of getting what it is you need to get done. You just, like I said, need to have the time to be able to get that done. If you have the time, DIY is a good way to go as well. The last is the professional web design. And, it seems like an obvious one, but I just wanted to really kind of let people know what's really kind of involved in web design, what really you'd be looking for, and to let you know that this might actually be an option. If there's, if you just don't have the time to dedicate to building a website and you want something that's a good step above or to match your current look and brand of your website or your current marketing materials, then hiring a professional web developer might be an option for you. And it might be more cost effective than you actually think it is. Most of the sites out there you go around, they're going to tell you, send us a quote, and they're going to analyze your company, find out how big you are, and then they'll shoot you a company quote based on that. But what really good web developers will do will just have package deals, and they'll work with you to figure out whether you want to purchase it outright, if you want to go on maintenance programs, if you want to have them go in and do the initial install of a WordPress system or site and then show you how to actually work it, and then they kind of move off to the side. A couple of different ways to go about it. It's, totally up to you, depending on, like I said, the amount of time you've got to dedicate to this project of building a website, the amount of money or resources you have to involve into this project, and how nice you want the project or the website to actually look, and if there's any kind of function, specific functionality you want. So based off of those are your 5 areas. Like I said, probably 90%, 80% of you are probably going to fit right inside the WordPress systems. So start off there, maybe take a look at that stuff. If you're really concerned on cost and time, and you got to get something up really fast, jump into the free website builders. That's probably the quickest, easy way to do it. And there's some good stuff in there that I recommend. Those are the projects or the companies that I've worked with before, and I think they're pretty trusted companies to work with. So there you go. Take a look around, and if you have any questions about this stuff, feel free to email me as well. Just remember, you can do this, and we'll see you online. Thank you.